Hello and welcome to this weather video. We've got a lot to talk about in regards to Erin, as well as the severe weather we had today in some parts of our area. Long Island missed out on it. Right now, this is what's going on. We can see there's some pretty hefty thunderstorms northeast of Philadelphia on the east side there. Looks like there's some flash flood warnings because they've had a lot of rain in that area. But for us, really not a whole lot. This is what we got going on Long Island. Nothing, pretty much. When we look at what happened, we'll just go over the radar rewind earlier. You'll see that we had a really impressive setup starting to develop in New Jersey, and New Jersey got in on the action. You can see areas like East Orange, West Orange, Union County, Essex County, parts of Bergen County, and New York City getting into severe thunderstorms around 6 o'clock. And then it looked like it was really a nice, impressive line right around 6:30. I thought, oh, boy, we're going to get something. But what wound up happening was, got to 7, it kind of just broke apart into 2 sections. So we didn't really get much of anything. New Jersey did, the city did, and Ocean County and parts of New Jersey got in on some thunderstorm activity too. But for us on Long Island, not much of anything. Kind of missed out on all the action today. Unfortunately, if you wanted that. Connecticut also got in on some of the action as well, but as for us goes, nothing really. This is what our satellite looks like. You can see this cold front moving through. Almost looks like we're going to get in. It looks like they're saying this front's going to get a little hung up, but we have some nice clear air to the north. I really wish we could get in on that. You can kind of see here, it kind of tells the story of the 2 air masses here. And definitely haze and some smoke around. I have a video of the sunset from Long Beach last night. I didn't have a chance to upload it, but I'll be uploading that tonight. You can see here that we've got this warm, humid air mass, and then the much cooler, cleaner air off to the north right there on that satellite image. Go to the Kona's view. We'll look at that. Kind of start showing you Erin already. So this is the air mass that's going to be coming from Canada. I don't see as much smoke up there, which is good. There is smoke from fires that are going on in the west, over the Midwest, and that right there is Erin, and it's getting much, much bigger. You can clearly see the storm has grown in size, although it may not be a Category 5 anymore. It has definitely grown in size, and it could still become a Category 5 again. Definitely very impressive looking storm right there. So we're going to go right and talk about Erin. This is the satellite image of Erin. And you'll see here that we've got really, look at that. It looks like it's undergoing some intensification too. Let's do the GLM flash intensity here. Oh, yeah, look at all that lightning around there. So that definitely shows you that we definitely have some intensification going on. Before we just get back to Erin, I'll just show you what we got here with this thunderstorm activity today. You can see just dark anvil sky, kind of pretty. We had a little bit of a shelf cloud, and the shelf was actually more impressive when it moved to the south. It's like more of like a roll cloud almost. But again, we didn't really see any action. It's all going to be about Erin right now. So let's get the latest from the National Hurricane Center on Hurricane Erin. Actually, that is the other satellite image. Let's go to this one first because here we go. Hurricane Erin. Life-threatening storm surge and rip currents likely across the U.S. eastern seaboard as Erin becomes a very large hurricane this week. So it's going to be a large storm, which means it's going to really kick up the waves like we haven't seen in a while. As of 8 p.m., this location is 22.1 north, 68.8 west, about 310 miles northwest of San Juan, Puerto Rico, and about 155 miles east-northeast of the Grand Turk Island. Maximum sustained winds are 125 miles an hour, moving west-northwest at 13 miles an hour. Minimum central pressure 946 millibars, 27.94 inches. We got a tropical storm warning in for the effect for the Turks and Caicos and the southeast Bahamas. The core of Erin is expected to pass to the east and northeast of the Turks and Caicos Islands and the southeastern Bahamas tonight into Monday. The maximum sustained winds are 125 miles an hour. It's a Category 3 hurricane. It could increase in size and strength during the next 24 hours. It's going to be large because hurricane force winds extend outward up to 50 miles from the center, and tropical storm force winds now extend up to 205 miles from the center. So it has become a very large storm. And here you go. They keep it a major hurricane all the way. I wouldn't be surprised if it's still a major hurricane even on Thursday. Luckily, it curves away, but don't let this deceive you. There's still going to be effects on the beaches, significant effects on the beaches, and it might even kick the winds up a little bit too. We're going to see quite a bit of beach erosion from this, and big waves as well from this storm. So let's go and look at the latest satellite imagery on Erin. This is the other satellite image we have, and that to me it looks like it's strengthening. It's definitely undergoing some eye wall replacement there. That is a really powerful hurricane right there. That is, and it's caused a lot of, even though it brushed those islands, brushed the Virgin Islands, they have blackouts and power outages there, and Puerto Rico, which their grids are kind of weak to begin with. And this obviously has caused some damage. It's a very large hurricane, I might add. And let's go to the Caribbean. Gulf of America, give me a break. Guess they had to put that in there. That's the U.S. East Coast. Let's Caribbean. We'll do the Caribbean, yes, just to show you the scale of the size of this thing. All right, so you can pretty much fit most of the state of Florida in it. You might even be able to fit most of the state of New Jersey in it. It's very large, and it's going to get larger. So it looks like I had a big eye for a little bit there, and the eye kind of shrunk down again there, but still really impressive. All eyes on Erin, no pun intended, for sure. Let's look at some of these models here. Usually, luckily, every single model recurves it out. There's great agreement in this, so I don't think we have to worry about a direct hit, but we're still going to see some of the fringe effects, and you can see there could still be some strength. It's going to maintain its strength for quite a while. It's got plenty of warm water to work with. And let's now go and look at, we'll take a step back from that and just get back to today's weather for a little bit here. We'll look at some of our, looks like there was some local storm reports as well. A flash flood in Union County, New Jersey. 51-mile-an-hour wind gust to Jersey City. A flash flood in Linden, so it looks like there was some pretty heavy rain with those thunderstorms. They weren't moving that fast. Down wires in Brooklyn. These are old reports. Whoops, I don't want to go back that far. That's as far as we got. So the marine thunderstorm wind gust there. Let's go back. If I can get back to our climate statistics for today. Luckily, the heat wasn't as bad as it could have been. High of 86, low of 74. Obviously, 6 degrees above normal for the day at Islip. Other areas did get hotter. I think the city might have gotten up to 90 today. Yeah, they got up to 91 and a low of 73. So, yeah, and let's see, they got no precipitation being reported today. That probably was taken before the storms. So let's go look at our current conditions outside, and you see again what's going on here. There's that flash flood warning. It's like a flash flood warning for. Clicking on it, nothing's happening. There you go for Philadelphia. And we'll go look at the rainfall amounts as well. So let's first start with our local observations here. It's kind of a muggy night out there. It's actually worse after the rain. Islip for some reason is up to 79. But in Nassau County we have slightly cooler temperatures. 75 at Farmingdale, but that dew point is 73. The winds have calmed that because the storms knocked the wind out. There was a pretty good sea breeze before then. And of course in the alley's still brutal. Yeah, it's 80.8 there.
Oh, I hate this place!
81 actually in the alley. So yeah, I guess that's kind of the same temperature as at LaGuardia right now. Central Park 74. Toms River is down to 73. I have a feeling it was pretty hot there. So let's just show you the high temperatures on the map here. Long Island avoiding the heat today. But if you were in Jersey, oh, yeah. How about 97 at Miller Park, west of Toms River? 93 in Toms River itself. So pretty hot there in Jersey. No surprise there. Very hot. But luckily that southwest wind kept Long Island cooler. Let's see what kind of rainfall we got today. 6 hour. I guess we could do a 6 hour total. Nothing for Long Island, but some areas of Queens got some rainfall, and then some of these areas in Jersey wound up getting a lot of rain here, half an inch very quickly, I might add. Let's see, and Ocean County also getting in on some rainfall, but the real heavy stuff, yeah, we got 2-3 inches of rain, and it's still getting storms here in the Philadelphia area, Philadelphia into the Philadelphia suburbs of New Jersey. 3 inches in over 3 inches in Willingsboro. So that's in 6 hours. So there's incredible flooding in this area. These storms aren't moving fast. Again, we've been seeing all summer long. So there definitely is going to be some flash flooding in that area as those thunderstorms just pound that same area over and over and over and over again. But we do have cooler air coming. So that's the good thing. Let's reopen that for a moment. Show you the cooler air that we're going to have moving in for tomorrow. Things are going to get a lot better. So let's go look at. You can see, look at how cool it is. How about 43 at Saranac Lake in the Ararat? Oh my gosh, and Plattsburgh, you're 55 right now. So with a dew point down to 54. So yeah, a lot better. And we're going to be getting into some of this air as we head into tomorrow. So it's going to be a big relief from all the heat that we've been dealing with, obviously. Going to our weather map, you see there's two lows along the front. There's Erin down there. And let's go and look at our models now. Just over here. We will start with the European model. So the European model, the 18Z run, I guess we'll use the 18Z run. So what's going to happen? You see that high building to the north, all right? We do have a little, this front it's a little hung up to the south. Of course that happens. Here's Erin, though, all right? So luckily there's a trough here that's going to come and sweep it away. We'll look at the upper air in a minute, I guess. Well, I just wanted to show you this first. And you can see there, it does brush the Outer Banks. That's going to be a big storm, so we're going to see some effects from it. Can't even rule out maybe seeing some clouds from it at least. But that is a really powerful storm there, going north and east there. But luckily, the reason why it is doing that, if we go to the upper air, there's a little weakness right here, and that is the exit for the storm. So luckily we don't have a ridge in this spot, because if we did, it would push it west. Luckily, it is going out. You can see there's a little trough there. If I go to make this a little bit larger, you see the bigger picture of what's going on here. So thank God we have that. That helps pull Erin away from us. And all the models, I believe, is showing that feature. Go to the GFS as well. Yep. I mean, there's complete agreement on that, so I'm not going to really go through all the different models. In regards to that, luckily, we are avoiding the worst that the storm could deliver, but we're still going to be dealing with some effects, mainly the waves. And if we go here, should have waves. Does this do this? Oh, I guess it doesn't. European. Not on this one. Alright, I have to use a different model, I guess, for that. I guess. Okay. It doesn't show the waves, I guess. I thought maybe this one did. We'll get into that in a little bit later. We'll show you the dew points. Show you the humidity that's going to be knocked down here. Alright, so here we go. Here comes that push of dry air. Comes into us tomorrow. Again, it gets a little stuck to the south. But we should be in it pretty good. So we're not going to deal with too much humidity, though it might come up a little bit Wednesday as the storm gets a little bit closer, and that's going to cause the winds to pick up, and then it moves out. And luckily, in the longer range, So I'm not going to get too much into it because I'm really focused on Erin right now. But you see here, in the longer range, we do seem to have cooler, it looks like a cooler pattern develop. And that is shown in the Climate Prediction Center, which I'll just show briefly. You'll see the 8 to 10-day outlook below normal for much of the northern parts of the country. Precipitation slightly above normal, close to normal. So this is definitely going to be, it looks like the worst, the heat is over at least. I'm very happy about that. Although it's not open your windows weather for me, obviously, because of where I'm living. That's for sure.
Oh, I hate this
Can't
place!
open my windows for a while, I'm afraid. But I'm going to play that again because I really do hate this place. So you'll see that let's go and we will look at take a closer look at. We're going to first actually go and look at some of these. Let's go and look at the European right here. It's not working. All right, it's not working. Okay, go to the HRRR. We'll kind of go to the short range, I guess. I'll show you what the HRRR is showing for tomorrow. So you can see, I think the thunderstorm threat's over pretty much. Could be some sucky drizzle in the morning. It's mainly, the risk is mainly south of the area. And you can see there's like a little area that just wants to hang out. A weakness that the HRRR wants to show that's hanging out over New Jersey. I don't know what this is. It's like some kind of kink or a little bit of low there. It's really weird, but I guess it's because there's easterly flow coming in and it's colliding. I don't think we're going to see any precipitation in our area. But if you're south in Jersey, possibly. Definitely could. Now, the HRRR probably has a little bit of a different look with this. You can see there's the dry air coming in. And it has the dry air pretty much thoroughly into our into right through Thursday. So, and the temperatures will be a lot cooler. So here we go. We're starting. Temperatures drop into the morning into the 60s, and we only going to be in the upper 70s tomorrow. That's it, upper 70s. See, it's a little cooler over Jersey because the cloud cover will be thicker over there, and there could be some sucky drizzle. The Jersey, sure, it's another reason why the Jersey climate there is just that much closer to the stalled front. But for us, the temperatures tomorrow night will drop possibly into the 50s. Of course, not where I'm at. And then another cool day on Tuesday, again with highs only in the, even cooler with highs only in the mid 70s, according to the HRRR, which is really cool for sure. We'll go to the European, and we'll go and look at our dew points and wind flow on the European. We sort of did, but I'll show it to you again here. You can see the dry air in place, though the humidity might come up a little bit on Wednesday. Very strong easterly winds. And Wednesday into Thursday, that's when we're going to really see some strong waves. It's a really strong easterly wind. Also, we're going to have a pretty good easterly breeze from that. And you can see behind that, we're going to do a real wedge of dry air Thursday into Friday. They look those dew points into the 40s. So that is going to be real nice. And the temperatures will be staying cool. And you'll see here, it's only 70s. Tomorrow, 70s Tuesday, 70s Wednesday. Maybe start warming up a little bit closer to 80 on Thursday, and then Friday maybe a little bit even warmer still. And then maybe we start seeing more of a summer-like temperatures as we head toward the weekend. But other than that, it's going to stay a lot more comfortable after. And though I don't think we're going to have any 90-degree days in our future. Let's go to the NAM next. We'll go ahead and look at that next and look and see how that's going to handle any precipitation. I don't think we have to worry about that, but we're going to look anyway. Yeah, it keeps it, though. It does try to develop something on Wednesday. So Wednesday we may have to watch for the possibility of light rain or sucky drizzle. Perhaps. That's a ways out, but it's possible. It's the only one that really goes that far out. The European doesn't show it. Again, European does not show it. It does show something for Wednesday, so it's kind of interesting that it does show that. So, again, it'll have to be watched. I mean, we have dry air in place. I don't know why the model's doing that, but let's go to the HDRPS. See if the HDR pass is showing that. I mean, I'm not buying that we're going to have any precipitation this week. We just maybe have more clouds. It's possible, though. It's possible. It will have to be watched for sure. So anyway, let's go to the RGM. We'll use that model for our skies. And obviously RGM kind of keeps us in the clouds. Maybe some clearing late, especially from the northeast to the northeast over Suffolk County. And then Tuesday, you see this high clouds over there. So you still have some clouds around. It really won't be clear at all. It probably won't be until we get toward Thursday. We'll go and look at the GFS. Start to see that little wedge of dry air there. But you can see the cloud shield from Erin getting pretty close to us. So I have to see if we see any of those clouds or not. That's the GFS, which of course low resolution model. We know that. Let's use the NAM for the sky as well. So here's the NAM for the sky, and the NAM's a little more aggressive, a little more better chances for sun north and east. Obviously tomorrow, Tuesday. Again, we'll see more in the way of clouds, and we have to watch for Wednesday, obviously. The models kind of are in disagreement on what happens with the skies, which is, this one's really missing a lot of frames here. So it's really hard because of Erin. It adds a lot of variability to the sky forecast. I don't think we're going to have to deal with any smoke, though, at least. So that's the good news. So anyway, enough about the skies. We want to take a look at some of the effects that Erin is going to have. And I'm going to go back to European here, and we're going to look at the wind here. All right, so here's the wind. And you can see that. Look at how strong that hurricane is. It's right offshore. So the strong winds are pretty. The Cape might get into some of the stronger winds. But definitely going to be a little bit breezy around here for sure. And if we go and we look at the eastern U.S. view, give you a little bit better idea of this. So here's the storm. And you can see how the wind field kind of grows a little bit. So the storm gets bigger as it passes off to the east. So this is going to kick up the waves substantially. And again, we don't have... Oh, there it is. Finally, it showed up. Here's the wave height. All right, so here it is. So here's the wave height, and you can see we're going to start seeing the waves definitely pick up a little bit on Wednesday. Thursday, that's when we're going to see the strongest waves, I think, get close Thursday night into Friday, and then starting to improve a little bit on Friday. And this is being a little conservative. I think that the waves might pick up a little more as we even into Tuesday, but definitely by Wednesday and Thursday, you're going to see big waves, huge waves, and a lot of beach erosion. And again, in the core of this, you could see 50 footers for sure. We've gone through all this. Let's go and look at some of the other models here. Let's go to windy.com. This kind of shows the wind radius already. So this is not showing wind gusts, but you can see it actually strengthens again a little bit into tomorrow. Here we are Tuesday. And again, this is going to be a really strong hurricane here Tuesday. I think it could become a Category 5 again. Here we are Wednesday, and you see how big this thing is too. By the way, it's big. You could easily fit New Jersey inside of it, maybe even the state of New York inside of it. This is Wednesday night at 11 p.m. Here we are Thursday at 11 p.m. And you can see how the strong winds kind of come close to us. And it's still pretty strong. I still think it's going to be Category 3 on Thursday. Still going to be a major hurricane. Here we are Friday. I think it actually picks up some strength again as it starts moving away. And, I mean, that's incredible. Luckily, it's going to miss. It's not going to hit anyone directly. That's the main thing. This is just the wind. When we go to shift this over to wind gusts, which I feel tends to be a little more accurate. This is when things really get terrifying. So here we are Tuesday. Let's see what wind gusts we've got around the 157. Yeah, this thing's going to become a Category 5 again, I'm telling you. I think it's going to become a Category 5 by probably later Monday into Tuesday. You can see those really strong winds around it. Here we are, Wednesday. I mean, imagine if this thing got picked up and hauled ass straight to us. It would, yeah, you know, we've had a Category 3s in the past, and honestly, it could happen here. And I wouldn't even be surprised if we had a Category 4. If the thing's set up right. So it's still having a Category 5 strength even on Wednesday here, on the Euro here. And look at that. And it finally makes that curve on Thursday. Here we are, starting to weaken a little bit, probably down to a Category 3 by Thursday, but still very strong. Here we are by Friday, pulling away, but still very strong, Category 3 at least, as it moves away and continues to move away. Here we are. Yeah, this is, and then it finally starts to weaken as it moves away. It probably becomes extratropical at this point by the weekend. But still, really impressive winds. We're going to go and look at the waves next. So let's go ahead and go to our wave. Here we go. So get incredible waves here. Close to the center of the waves are like 40-footer, all right, which is insane. And that is going to spread out and become a bigger area. Here we are Tuesday. And you can see some of these really high waves closing in on 50 feet as we head into Wednesday here. And you can start to see the waves starting to affect the southeast, but then again, they'll eventually start affecting our area Wednesday. Start to see some of that effect here. And then probably as we get later into Wednesday, here we go, later in the Wednesday into Thursday especially, take a look at these waves now. 10 foot. And look at this. We're going to have waves 12 feet. So they're going to be some pretty big waves. 15 feet. The beaches are definitely going to have flooding. Like, remember that flooding we saw? I took a video of Jones Beach a while ago. That water's going to probably come up close to the boardwalk, if not past the boardwalk. And then Friday, see, it's starting to move away a little bit. Here we go. So there's going to be a lot of big waves with this storm. So for sure. And like I said, it starts Wednesday. It's probably going to peak on Thursday. So let's just move this into the cloud mode to show you going on. So this is the Europeans cloud, which I'll show you this too as well. So we go into tomorrow. You see clear to the north, but we're not quite clearing out completely or clearing out. Like Tuesday, we're going to have probably some clouds around. And Wednesday, we may have to watch for some sucky drizzle perhaps. Because I'm getting a little moisture in here. We go into Thursday, and we start to try to clear it out a little more on Thursday. There still could be some clouds around, very strong easterly winds at this point. We're probably going to have the outer cloud band passing by on Thursday probably. And then Friday, hopefully, we finally get a nice clear day, hopefully, by then. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're dealing with here. And again, the main effects are going to be at the beaches. That's where we're going to have these effects. So that is going to wrap up this weather video. And I'll be doing updates, I think, every night on Erin. Though we won't go into so much detail, but we will be doing an update every night on Erin as this thing makes its turn offshore. But just because it's staying offshore, I want to reiterate that we will see effects at the coast. There's gonna be significant beach erosion at the beaches and flooding along those low-lying areas along the coast, because this is going to be a very large hurricane.